Hi everyone, it's Tasha and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to show you my interpretation of a do-it-yourself Father's Day card I found online. By combining scrapbook paper, washi tape, and a gorgeous stencil, I think I was able to come up with a simple but striking card to help celebrate dads out there. I can't wait to show you the finished product and the process. Let's get started. So I was really excited to use one of the new stencils that I just received in the mail and to also crack into one of my favorite scrapbooking collections. And I thought this card would be a perfect way to show them off. So I started off by cutting out my paper for the main part of the card, and I ended up cutting it to the dimensions of 4.5 inches by 6 inches. I was looking online to see if I could find any ideas for non-traditional Father's Day cards, and I was able to find one that I will link in the description below so that you can see where my inspiration came from. And what the artist did is she drew a series of random lines and then later filled them in. I liked the product, but I thought it would also be interesting to see what would happen if we did it with random strips of paper, which is what led us here. Here you see me using some archival ink in 2 different shades of brown, and I'm using my blender brush. And I just wanted to get rid of that stark white of the paper and to give it a bit of a distressed look. And I'm using washi tape for the first time. My youngest sister always tells people that she's not artistic. She doesn't doodle and she doesn't draw and she doesn't paint. But what I found interesting is she likes using washi tape to decorate her planners. And once I started researching people who use washi tape, I realized that there's an art in that itself. And so in a way, I'm kind of giving my younger sister a little bit of a shout out with this project. And so I am just applying these random strips of papers and washi tape, creating some crisscrosses and some interesting random shapes. And you just keep doing it until you end up with a pattern that you like. For those of you who follow me routinely, you now know that I really try very hard to work on projects that don't require a lot of thought, because my goal is to create a space where we can just do what we feel without adding any additional worry. And now we're just going to build on top of this base. I purchased this stencil from Shawn Petite. She is an artist who I've been following. She has a lot of videos on YouTube and she does a lot of intuitive abstract work and she does a lot of stencil work. And so I purchased this series of stencils from her because I can see myself using quite a bit of them in some of my future projects. And I will have that also linked below in case you're interested. So I wanted to give this cardinal a bit of character, which is why I stamped it, I stenciled it onto some red cardstock, and then I cut him out. I glued the main piece onto a nice blue background cardstock. And now using some double-sided foam tape, I'm going to apply the cardinal onto the card. And the foam tape just gives it a little bit of height so that it's not sitting flat against the surface. He's so handsome. And of course, I like to stamp on a saying. Feel free to write something down. You can also print them out. Choose your font and, print it. But I have so many stamps, I do like to use them in my projects. And I'm not sure that you can see it, but I applied the same sort of technique of distressing the paper just so that it wasn't this stark white. And again, I'm applying some foam tape to give that little piece some depth and height by popping it off of the card. Easy peasy, right? And so here I have the actual card, the base of the card, which will be cut at 7 by 11 inches. And what you see me doing now is creating an inside placard to give the giver of the card a place to write down a nice message. And again, I'm using the brown archival inks to kind of grunge up the paper a little bit so that it's not this blinding white. But the inside placard is cut to 5 by 6.5 inches, which is also the size that I cut the blue background piece for the initial card. And you just stick it down. So here are your final touches. Just make sure that you put a good amount of adhesive on that card. You don't want it popping off. And there you have it. A really handsome looking Father's Day card. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I had a lot of fun making it for you. I think it opens up a lot of different ways to using your scrap bits of paper and stencils. And I think any dad would be happy to receive a card like this. So please join me on Facebook and on Instagram. And I'd love to see what you come up with. And please comment below and like and share this video. I'll see you soon, and as usual, go do something amazing.